All right, so was number 99 Exorcist 2 or was it Beverly Hills Chihuahua? I don't remember.
Beverly Hills Chihuahua.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well. All right, hello, welcome to Couple of Flicks. I'm Tristan.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Zach.
Yes, and we are reviewing every movie that's on the bottom 100 IMDb list for fun.
I'm sorry for my horrible idea, guys.
I'm into it.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Let's
I
do
like
this.
a challenge.
Yeah, I do too. You know, so let's get to it. So our number 99 film was a Disney picture entitled Beverly Hills Chihuahua. It features the voice of Drew Barrymore, and it stars. Wait, who does it star? It has actually pretty decent cast. I feel
We
like.
have Jamie Lee Curtis,
Okay. Yes, there you go. That was all right.
Andy Garcia,
Okay.
and George Lopez.
Okay. All right. So we got some folks.
Cheech is in it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Cheech is in it.
Yeah, and which hasn't he done the voice of a Chihuahua before?
He was the rat in this one.
Or oh wait, that's right. Okay, but wasn't there a movie that he did the voice of a Chihuahua in?
I think so.
Okay,
Was it like Racing Stripes or something? Probably.
probably yeah.
That one was
I feel like
terrible as well.
It might have been. Oh yeah, no, but I feel like he did a. Not only did he do the voice of a Chihuahua, but I feel like it was in another Disney movie, specifically. But whatever, maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I guess it doesn't matter. So, Beverly Hills Chihuahua. So this movie was kind of. It starts off pretty much just mostly a lot of rich people bitching, you know.
This one was like like when we first watched the first one, I was like, okay, this was passable.
Yeah.
This one I was like, oh no, what have we gotten ourselves into?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I immediately hated it when the first dog started talking. I was like, oh no.
Mm-hmm.
When they just first started talking, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
This is a it's a talking dog movie, you know.
Yep. Which I hate talking dog movies.
I hate talking dog movies, and I hate talking baby movies. And it turns out there's a lot of talking dog movies and talking baby movies on this bottom 100 list. So I got a lot of fun movies to look forward to. But luckily, as far as talking dog movies, surprisingly, this isn't the most annoying one I've seen. In fact, I actually watched this. I sort of mentioned it in text, but I watched this movie with kind of a small group of people who were more the target audience. I'll leave it at that. And most of them fell asleep.
Yeah.
So that should kind of give you a good idea of how good the movie is. If the target audience can't really even quite muster up much enthusiasm enough to sit through, more than 30 minutes of it staying awake. So, but would you like to, read the plot?
Yeah. As in the last one, I'm reading it off of IMDb for those listening.
Yeah.
In Beverly Hills, California, wealthy businesswoman Viv Ash, who is Jamie Lee Curtis, leaves her richly pampered pet Chihuahua Chloe with her irresponsible niece Rachel.
Right, who's played by like that, whatever that lady's name is.
Piper.
Yeah,
she looked like just like Jennifer Garner.
Yeah, she did kind of look like Jennifer Garner, but she was in Coyote Ugly. I think that's what most people know her from. Yeah. So anyway, go on.
She's left with her niece while she embarks on a business trip for 10 days.
Okay.
Poppy, the gardener Sam's pet Chihuahua, has an unrequited crush on Chloe, by which she is disgusted.
Yeah. She doesn't make it a secret.
Yeah. Just the way they portray this dog as a rich, snobby white lady, I fucking hate it so much.
Yeah, honestly, like the dog sucked. The characters suck. I mean, really, I hated all the characters, but yeah, I mean, I especially didn't like the fact that it was like a fish out of water story with a dog in what was, I guess, supposed to be sort of like not like a shanty town, but like not the type of place that typically is, I guess. And it just, part of it, honestly, and also like I gotta say, like I will admit, a lot of these early scenes I wasn't really paying attention to, just because like sort of out of habit, like whenever I'm watching a movie that appears to mostly be about rich people complaining, I tend to sort of I tend to tune out a little bit. The same thing happened when I saw that Christmas movie, The Christmas with the Cranks or whatever, which also has Jamie Lee Curtis in it. That movie to me just felt like 2 hours of rich people complaining. This movie started off like it was going to be another one of those. So
yeah, pretty much was the whole time.
Pretty much, yeah. Although at least there was at least some other dog characters and animal characters in it that at least tried to sort of be amusing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so go on.
On a whim, Rachel decides to go to Mexico with her friends and brings Chloe along. Yeah. When Rachel leaves Chloe alone in the hotel room to go dancing at a club, Chloe goes looking for her but gets dog-napped as she tries to find Rachel in ascent to the dog fights in Mexico City.
Yeah. Which is... Go on.
I was going to say, the scene where the dog gets dog-napped, that dog looked absolutely terrified.
Yeah.
Like when it was in the back of the truck there.
Yeah. I felt really kind of bad for the dog actors in this movie. I mean, probably because they had to have a bunch of computer shit put on their face after they filmed the movie.
I'm assuming they wore green muzzles the whole time.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised because the dogs are supposed to be talking, and so of course you got the CGI lips that maybe look a few steps removed from Clutch Cargo, and it just. I never am into the CGI lip talking thing. I always think it looks creepy, and I think it looks especially creepy with dogs. Sometimes it works. Sometimes I don't mind it. But most of the time I can't stand it. I don't mind a movie like Homeward Bound, where they don't try to fancy up the effects. But, yeah, this is not Homeward Bound.
No. There she meets... were you saying something? Okay, sorry.
You really, really hated this one.
I did. It was bad.
Yeah.
There she meets a street smart German Shepherd named Delgado, who is voiced by Andy Garcia.
Yeah, the only character in the movie I didn't mind.
Yeah. Rachel comes back to the hotel and is frantic when she finds Chloe is missing. Chloe is picked to fight in the pit against El Diablo, a fierce Argentinian Bolivian Doberman Pinscher. That's really specific.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what he was.
With the specific breed, yeah.
Okay. One mystery solved.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, can I just say also, I really don't like Chihuahuas very much. Like,
no,
I'm not a dog. I mean, I love dogs and I love all dogs. And there's even Chihuahua dogs that I love, but I'm not really a fan of the breed of like itself.
Yeah. We have a Chihuahua mix and she's a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. I have one of my siblings has two Chihuahuas, and one of them I love, and the other one is just a noisy bread box.
Yeah. But our Chihuahua watched the movie with me. She was like staring at the screen the whole time. It was kind of funny.
Aw, that's cute. Oh, I love that. It's probably an okay movie for dogs.
Yeah.
Nothing horrible happens to any dogs, really. I mean, some horrible things almost happen, but
yeah.
But that's cute that your dog liked it. So.
Delgado helps her escape the dog fights, unleashing the other dogs from the cages and unlocking the ring to allow both Chloe and himself to flee. After several arguments, he then decides to return her to Beverly Hills safely.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Rich... And that's when... Oh.
No, go ahead.
That's when he kind of puts her on the train, right? Or am I thinking of later on?
That's later on.
Okay, yeah, all right. So
the escape scene was stupid as fuck too.
Yeah.
Because the dog easily got out. Like, why didn't you do this before? And
yeah, I didn't really understand that.
You just pulled the fucking lock out easy.
I guess, yeah. Whatever.
And he freed everyone else too.
Yeah.
The entire dog fighting ring got freed.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, then they had their.
It's always good to sort of see animals sort of flee from that kind of shitty life. But at the same time, it's like it wasn't even cool though, because it happened sort of in the midst of all this other stuff, and it was more quirky than it was anything else.
Yeah. Did they have their pals tag along at that point too? The two other dogs that they find homes for later.
Yeah.
Where the fuck they were,
yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Like most of the time with these types of movies, the only thing interesting going on a lot of the time is the stuff going on with the dogs and the animals. But in this, like, the stuff that was going on in the animals was kind of just familiar.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Rachel and Sam go to the Mexican police and offer rewards in an effort to find Chloe.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So that makes sense. Yeah.
El Diablo is sent by the dogfight ringleader Vasquez to capture Chloe and obtain the reward.
I mean, one could think about just how much is wrong with that, but really, like, at that point in the movie, it doesn't really even matter because we already know nothing's gonna come of it anyway.
Yeah.
El Diablo was on the hunt for them.
Yeah.
The dogs reach the border by train, but they're caught when the conductor walks back to the place.
Yeah.
To the place they and the other dogs are hiding.
Okay.
They're forced to jump out, eventually arriving in the barren deserts of Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Where Delgado explains that he was a former police dog. He was retired after he lost his sense of smell during a raid and a sneak attack from El Diablo. Yeah,
so he has like some kind of like, I mean, he's kind of what do you call it? He's a broken dog.
More his mental.
Yeah.
It's all in his head.
Yeah.
Because he saw his partner die or get hurt. I don't know if the partner died in this, or I don't know.
I'm gonna assume he died. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume, but that's some deep trauma, I guess. Just
break his nose.
Yeah.
Not physically. But.
Right, but just to have your nose just stop working because you feel like it's like a weapon almost. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway.
Rachel and Sam are in Puerto Vallarta.
Yeah.
And find that Chloe was spotted in the state of Chihuahua.
Okay.
After tracking Chloe and Delgado from Mexico City, El Diablo arrives in Chihuahua and attempts to capture Chloe.
Yeah.
Poppy saves her and ends up getting captured in a cage inside an abandoned Aztec temple.
Oh, yeah. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
That was a surprise. But whatever.
Should we mention that the city of Chihuahua is run by Chihuahuas?
Yeah. Yeah. So what? That was quite a fantastical sort of idea. Yeah.
The whole how they were introduced to the what's his name was the cop dog was fighting 3 mountain lions.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the sandstorm starts coming in. I was like, oh, okay, a sandstorm now. Whatever, fine.
Well, they already had so there was already 2 chase scenes by this point, right? And then, or whatever they were, and then I guess why not have a sandstorm too?
Yeah, but it turns out it's just a fuck ton of chihuahuas.
No. Right.
Wasn't a sandstorm.
Yeah. So that's pretty trippy.
Right.
Sandstorm of chihuahuas. All right. Yeah. There's some Disney executives were partying a little bit too hard when they wrote this script, I think.
Yeah.
Poppy saves her, ends up getting captured. Delgado comes to the rescue, and comes to rescue the two and is briefly defeated.
Right.
Chloe then rescues. Yeah. Chloe then rescues Poppy, but Delgado discovers that El Diablo had vanished. Rachel finds Chloe, and Vasquez is arrested by the police. Chloe returns safely to Beverly Hills without Vivian finding out what happened, and accepts a romantic relationship with Poppy, as well as Rachel with Sam. The characters' fates are later revealed. Delgado returns to being a police dog in Mexico.
Oh yeah, the after credits.
Yeah, which was all useless. One of them died.
Yep.
But then
Cheb.
Yeah, Cheb died.
Which one was that?
Which one was Cheb actually?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
I don't remember any of them dying.
I remember one of the main Chihuahua, the Drew Barrymore Chihuahua. There was a fake out moment, which you always got to have those in animal movies, where one of the animals appears to be dead, and then it turns out they were just faking. It's always kind of clever. It's like, ooh, got me good for that one. Whoops. Should have seen that. Silly me. Of course they wouldn't kill a dog in a kids movie.
Poppy was doing some romantic monologue to her.
Yeah, which was cute, I will admit. I mean, how he was kind of like, oh, if I promise this, that. It's like, oh, I didn't expect that. So there was a little bit of charm. I mean, of course, it had to come from the one character who had an actual personality. So go figure.
And that Poppy character was not in it a whole lot, but he's right on the cover, gets the other Chihuahua at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, that bothered me too, because they had a scene and a half together beforehand.
Yeah, didn't make any sense really.
Blew him off, whatever, and then she was like, "Oh, I have someone back," and it was referring to Poppy. I think have someone that I like, and whatever.
Yeah.
Why did she like him? They talked for 2 sentences, and she told him "Oh, you're dirty, go away."
Yeah, they did. Maybe they're trying to go for an opposites attract kind of thing, but
that's what they were trying to go for, but there was no.
But they didn't end up establishing that at all.
Not at all. They just got together at the end.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty disposable film. I mean, it's probably okay for little kids. It's not super offensive.
Subtly racist.
There's definitely some racism in there, which I didn't really appreciate very much at all.
It was fairly racist.
Yeah. Although I have seen worse examples of racism in children's movies and in kids, including children's Disney movies. I still felt like this was at least a little bit on the mild side as far as racial sort of insensitivity. But having said that, it still definitely was present. I know that Disney is trying to kind of I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to sort of, they think what they're trying to do is they're trying to sort of expand the audience by having more than just white characters in it. But the problem is that if you're just going to have the characters be stereotypical, you're not really part of the you're not really part of the solution. You're really more part of the problem, because at that point you're just enforcing shit. Go on.
And that the main character was white itself too.
And she didn't even act at all like a relatable human. I mean, none of the humans in this had any sort of relatable human qualities anyway. But in this movie, the human characters were barely even written. I don't know. It's not a good movie. 1 out of 5.
Halfway through it, literally, and it's a short movie too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my! I paused to check, because there was literally halfway through. I thought it was almost over.
Yeah.
No, it was halfway through. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, actually, because I did, like I mentioned earlier, I did watch this with the target audience, and we turned it off about halfway through, about 45 minutes in, about the part when Delgado and the Drew Barrymore dog, I keep forgetting her name, but Chloe, yeah. Yeah, when he puts her on the train and she's leaving, that's when we turned it off, because it's
I thought it was ending.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, the reason we turned it off is because we thought like it wasn't gonna go anywhere. And then when I turned it off, it turned out we were only watching it for 45 minutes.
Yep.
And it's like, the movie could have just ended there and we would have been fine.
Yep.
Unresolved plots or whatever. Who cares? Like, there's not even like you can't even care about them anyway. So like, oh well. Yeah, wasn't good. And I love dogs.
Me too.
I don't like Chihuahuas, but I don't always mind them.
And this somehow spawned 2 more sequels,
which I'm never gonna see. I'm gonna avoid those like the plague. They could be better. Those sequels could be.
They're not on the list, so maybe.
Yeah, maybe Beverly Hills Chihuahua 3 is, like, as far as I know, the quality could be on the level of Magnificent Ambersons, but I'm never gonna know because I'm never gonna watch the damn movie. Like, why? Like, okay, why would anybody even want to make a? Why would anybody even want to see a second one?
I don't know.
I don't know how much it must have done well if. I don't
Somebody
know.
must have seen this.
Okay, so the budget was $20 million.
Okay.
And
same as the state plan.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And it made $149.3 million at box office.
Oh.
Wow. Okay, so this movie.
Here's the reason why.
There you go. There's the answer has been found. Like, the movie made bank, which makes sense because it is a kids movie, and kids movies always make bank. So yeah, make sequels. There you go.
And I thought this was like the Paris Hilton one. Wasn't there a Paris Hilton dog movie?
I bet there is.
I think so.
I thought that's what this one was.
Oh man, there's a Paris Hilton dog movie. Man, if that's on the bottom 100, like, just kill me now.
I think there is a Paris Hilton movie in the list.
Oh no, I don't want to watch Paris.
There is the Hottie and the Naughties on the list up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Hi though, so we have some time.
God. The Hottie and the Naughty. Oh no. Oh man. Okay, well, I'll be ready. I mean, I think I'd sooner watch talking dog movies and talking baby movies than I would Paris Hilton movies, but whatever. I'll watch a Paris Hilton movie. Why not? Okay, so that leaves one more question though. Which movie is better, this or Escape Room to Hades?
The other one.
Yeah.
Hades.
Yeah, I'd much rather watch that.
So I also noticed in this one there was just stupid green screen shit.
There was a lot of that. Yeah.
Really bad too. Like she was on the beach asking her friends for help.
Yeah.
It was totally on a green screen. You could see like.
Yeah.
Poorly done.
The green screen work was bad.
And then like at the there was like a party, like a dog party. And
yeah.
There was dogs in a bouncy house where you could tell it was just people in a green screen suit holding a dog, just lifting it up and down.
Yeah, I like that.
The dog's legs weren't moving like a dog jumping would. It was just like you could like almost see the hands.
That was hilarious.
I laughed real. That's like one part of it gave me a laugh.
And then
the bouncy house dogs.
And then at the Chihuahua City, it was just like copy and paste the same Chihuahuas over and over again.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a pretty horrible movie. I think I actually would have to say I prefer Beverly Hills Chihuahua only because, like, when I saw it with a bunch of kids who were kind of laughing at it and making fun of it the whole time. So that kind of added to my amusement. But ultimately, like, I think, like, if it were up to me, I don't know. I think they're both trash. So it's hard for me to really even, like.
Yeah.
Why did the rat want the necklace?
I missed that. I missed that part. Why did the rat want the necklace?
That's what I'm asking. I don't know why a rat would even want it.
Yeah, that was confusing. I was like, okay, well, I don't know, maybe it's
like,
character quirk.
Yeah, I just wanted it. Like, you can't barter with. He's a rat. How is he supposed to like sell it? That's his like, what? Like they're like him and the iguana are grifters type thing.
Yeah.
They get off with her necklace because they're trying to make money, but they're a rat and an iguana.
Right.
Why do they want? Why? Why does a rat need a diamond necklace?
I don't know. I guess the Disney folks just didn't feel like it was necessary to explain. So, on that note, Beverly Hills Chihuahua is not a good movie, and it definitely deserves to be on this list.
Yeah.
So
Number 99.
number 99. So we'll see you on episode 98.
Yeah.
So, but until then, peace be with you.
All right. Have a good one.